Do you remember who you are before all of this? Before marriage and kids? Before the job that took everything out of you? Before the years of managing everybody else's needs? Do you remember what you wanted? What made you feel alive? I don't. I'm asking because a lot of women I talk to have completely lost the thread back to who they are. And they don't know, like me, when it happened. It's just a gradual, quiet, one compromise at a time kind of thing. And then one day you look in a mirror and you don't quite recognize who's looking back at you. That especially was me 3 years, almost 4 years ago now in August, is in 6 weeks I gained 100 pounds and I don't recognize me at all anymore trying to deal with this. And for years, on top of that, all I was trying to do was pouring everything in my life into surviving. My husband's addiction, his accident, financial devastation, homelessness, raising my kids in chaos. I never chose to do that. It's just how my life happened. And in all of that, I got lost somewhere along the way. And the question is, do you ever make it to the other side? And until recently, I didn't realize I was on the other side. But I made it happen through techniques I learned when I lost my ability to become a psychologist because of my brain injury. When I started getting better, now I have the thought of, what now? Who do I want to be? What do I even want? Do I know what I want? It's kind of a terrifying and exciting question to ask yourself. I just couldn't even think of life in terms of a future. And I refer back to Jeremiah 29:11, which states, God says, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper and not to harm, plans to give you hope and a future. That's my hope, is that I can give hope and a future to other women like me, other Gen X women who've been through hell, made it back, and rose to the top. And like so many, they just, more in our generation, they just stand up and say, fuck it to the world, and go on and do what they actually need to do. Even if they're hurting. Your past, it's not yourself's future. Your real future is the one you can make, that's been designed for you. I didn't find my own old self on the other side of all those hard years. I found one that I'm hoping is better, and that by helping other people, I will be able to make better. I set boundaries now without guilt. I actually can sleep for the first time in many, many years. And that woman was always in there. I just didn't know where she was, and she just needed the right conditions to emerge. That's why I do this work, and that's why I've learned, and that's why I've named my business Blue Butterfly Transformations, because the blue butterfly holds an extremely special place in my heart. And it doesn't go back into its cocoon. It breaks out of its cocoon. If you've ever felt in that in-between place, or if you feel like that now, subscribe and stay. Something good is coming. Fly, my butterflies, fly. And blessings.